Dylan Black. The classic tale of Romeo and Juliet is being played out in parks across Ottawa until August 17th. Let's find out more right now. We say hello to the artistic director of Company of Fools, Nicholas Leno, joining us. Hello.
Hey.
And Leno Norah Paton as well. Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. Nice to have you here. Quick history lesson. This Company of Fools has been around for some time.
Yeah, so the company was founded in 1990. We're on our 20th anniversary now. Company was founded originally just as some young actors doing some busking in the market, doing some Shakespeare busking in the market. And then in the early 2000s, we started to do Shakespeare in the Park. And now this is our 17th Shakespeare in the Park tour. So we've grown from just a little company with some curtains on the grass to quite a full-scale production with a stage. And
can I ask you then, what other Shakespeare plays have you done through the years?
Yeah. So last year we did Twelfth Night, and the year before that you might have caught us doing A Midsummer Night's Dream. So we've just really focused on the comedies the last 2 years, and this year we thought we'd change things up by bringing people a tragedy, which still has some comedy in it.
Yeah, lots of fun. Tragedies are good times.
Yeah.
Nora, can I ask you then, so obviously this is different from other theater. You're outside in a park. So open air, people just come on in with lawn chairs. Why is this so different than theater, other than what I just mentioned?
I mean, being in a park every night, we bring the show to every neighborhood in Ottawa, so it's accessible to people whether or not they make a night out of it and come and have a picnic in the park, or whether they're walking their dog and they catch 15 minutes of the show. As an actor, there's a lot to deal with in terms of heat and dogs and kids playing and rain and all of those environmental things. But for all of the challenges that there's also really beautiful moments where the light hits in a perfect way at a perfect moment that you could just never plan. So it's a lot of fun, but it keeps you on your toes.
So is it difficult with these distractions? Does it really test you as an actor?
Yes, absolutely. But that's part of the job, right? Is to find a way to use those distractions to make the show better and to tell the story in a more authentic way in that place.
Very unique, lots of fun, and there's 14 characters in this Romeo and Juliet, played by 6 actors. So how do you manage that?
Yeah, so it's kind of become a signature part of the Fools' style, as we have a small number of actors play all the roles in the shows. And we do that by employing some different styles in the shows. So we use masks, we use puppets, but we also have become pretty famous for our quick changes. So we'll have an actor come on as one character, they'll run backstage, run behind a tent, and in 30 seconds come back out in a totally new costume with new wigs, new beards, as a different character.
It's good to have a new beard every
new beard every character.
Ever change your beard
big
up?
helpful. No, it's on my face.
Nora, why Romeo and Juliet? Why did Company of Fools decide to pick this tragedy this time around?
I mean, I think that it's a really universal story of adolescence and of that time in your life where you're sort of fighting against all of these structures that exist. I think Nick can also speak to that as a director as well.
Yeah, I mean, when I started working on this show, I felt that a lot of people tend to focus on rivalries as the kind of core of the show. But I felt that what the play was really about is 2 young people questioning the world around them in a really profound way. So I think that what we've tried to do with the show is encourage young people to do that, encourage them to question status quo, confront those in positions of power. So that's why I think the story is relevant today. It was happening in Shakespeare's time. It's happening now, and it's going to continue to happen.
So can I ask then, because you obviously mentioned children, I mean, and in this one there's some moments that maybe aren't quite child-friendly.
Yeah, so all of the Fools' shows are child-friendly, even though we, it's a play with 2 teenage suicides at the end. We handle it in a
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, yeah.
Sorry,
we handle it in a pretty tasteful way, and part of the company's mandate is to make theater accessible to patrons from all walks of life. So we say it doesn't matter how old you are, come on out and enjoy the show. If you can't handle the kissing, you can just look away.
Okay. I've heard that before. Nora, can you tell me where you're going to be next? Where can people expect this play to show up?
We're actually in Strathcona Park tonight at 7 p.m. and then you can check fools.ca for the full schedule. We are in every neighborhood in Ottawa 6 nights a week until August 17th, and we actually go outside of Ottawa as far as 100 kilometers away, I think.
100 kilometers, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're in Strathcona Park every Monday night. It's a really beautiful park right along the river.
Okay, so is it hard to maintain people actually giving you money? Because a lot of people are walking through, right? Walking the dog, like you mentioned.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, a big part of the mandate of the organization is the belief that theater and arts and culture should be accessible to everyone. So we don't sell tickets. Instead, at the end of the show, the actors come out to the audience, we hold hats, and we ask for donations. The recommended donation is $20 a person. And we always say that we'll also accept more. So if maybe you can afford to donate a little bit more, think of that money as going towards paying for someone who maybe can't afford a ticket.
That's something.
Is the way that we pay it forward.
20 seconds, yes or no, Nora? Do you prefer being out in a park more than being in an actual theater?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
That's something.
I do love to be outside, though, so it's a really lovely way to spend the summer discovering all these different parks in Ottawa.
The complete lineup, fools.ca. Nicholas and Nora, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Lots of fun. Great summer idea right there. More daytime coming up in moments. I'm Dylan Black. This is Rogers TV.